first, we're going to be speaking with Mr. Yusuf SHOLOLA, um, and is going to be speaking to us um, on communication and media technology for student development. So, like I said earlier, he is the head of the Suno TV and Suno Radio, the Suno Media, if you can call it, and he is the one responsible for any video that you see here at Summit University. All our videos are made within the university campus. So that is also another. Dr. Salah now just mentioned infopreneur, how you can manage your information and how you can also disseminate your information. So we're still waiting for our third speaker to join us. But while we wait for him, let's have a little chat. You people refused to talk to me yesterday. I hope that you're going to want to talk to me today. If there's anybody that wants to ask me any question, if you want to have a little bit of talk with me, if you want to ask me any questions regarding anything that concerns Summit University offer, this is the time for you to do that. You can just raise up your hand, unmute your microphone, and then you can talk to me right now on the program. So I'm waiting for people, just one or two people. Okay, I have Amina Taiwo wants to talk to me. She is one of the people who regularly talks on the show. So okay, you can unmute your microphone and let me hear you. Okay, Amina Taiwo, please unmute your microphone and let me hear you.
Yeah.
Hello.
We'll resume on Monday, Abby.
Yes, your resumption is Monday.
What about those that are putting now after on Monday? Can we come on Sunday?
Sorry?
What about those that are putting does not have time on Monday? Can we come on Sunday?
Yes, of course, you can resume on Sunday, so you can get settled for Monday. Of course, the university will definitely be able to welcome you if you
On
resume on
Sunday, Abby.
Sunday. Yes, on Sunday.
Okay. Don't want to confirm.
Okay, so are you excited about coming down here?
Yes, somehow.
Okay, I'm sure that you're going to really have a great time. You can take it on Sunday. You can take a quick tour around campus. I'm sure you find some students. I'll make sure that I have people who are going to receive you and they are going to show you around the campus and everything that you need to know about it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, who else wants to speak with me? Who else is excited to resume school this weekend? Who else is excited to resume school this weekend? Who else is coming on Sunday? Kendi Latifat, you are always one of the first people to join our show every day. So unmute your microphone and let me hear you. Okay, someone is saying, Morufat Mukala is asking if sorry, okay. Rufat Makala is asking, what of us that our location is very far, can we come on Saturday? Of course, you can also come on Saturday if that's when it's convenient for you. We would also be, like I said, school never closes. Summit University never closes. So we work round the clock, 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So regardless of whenever you are coming, you would be allowed to come into the university campus, and you would feel very comfortable in the university. I'll make sure that we have people who would welcome you into the campus. Okay, so Kendi Latifa, you were going to speak with me earlier.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam Tulai, how are you today?
Fine, sir. Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning
I'm
to
not
you.
from anytime soon, so I'm just joining the program. I'm
Okay.
not coming anytime soon, so I'm just joining the program.
Okay, when do you intend to join us here at Summit University Offer?
Next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, are you still in secondary school?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just busy with some things. When I'm done,
Okay,
I'll come.
okay, okay. Thank you very much. We wish you all the best with whatever you're doing, and just know that whenever you are ready for us, Summit University will always receive you with welcome.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much for. So I hope you've enjoyed our program so far. What has been the
Yes.
highlights for? What has been the highlight of the program for you so far?
Mm, everything. It, I find it interesting. It's
Mm.
really cool being hearing what they're saying, and I find it really interesting, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that you're going to find our next presenter also very interesting. Yusuf Ajani Sholola has just joined us all the way from Lagos State, Nigeria. He is one of our own here at Summit University. In fact, he is one of our mm, is one of the high-ranking staffs here at Summit University of, and he is, like I said, he has a huge portfolio with him, and he is the head of the Suno Media, this is Summit University Media, and he would be speaking to us on communication and media technology for student development in Summit University of. Like I said, for those of you in mass communication, you're going to be seeing a lot of Mr. Sholola. He is the one, the brain behind the stage play and the likes. So he also edits the Suno TV, the Suno radio, and the likes. And like I said, whatever videos that you see on our YouTube page comes from his table or his office. So we're very excited to have you here with us, Mr. Yusuf Ajani Sholola, the man, the utility man. Like I call him, he's the utility man. Uh, so please, you have the floor now. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Salau. I appreciate the whole accolades. Thank you very much. To students out there, our potential clients, our potential customers, our potential students, you're moving away from potential to being our regional students, and we hope you have a good sojourn in all of your academic affairs at Summit University. Welcome to today's edition. I think I'm the next person in line. I must have heard from the previous speaker, which is quite elating. My name is Yusuf Ajani Sholola from the Department of Mass Communication, and I'll be taking communication and media technology for students development. What is this actually about? And before I move on, I must say to the students and our audience this morning, good morning to everyone. Right now, I'm having this video from Lagos to be far. I hope I could actually make it, but I don't want any excuses. So moving on, we have a brief introduction, and that has to do with engagement itself. I want to talk about media and communication technology for student development. One thing is expected to come first, and that is the area of engagement. Engaging students not only by academic affairs only, but also in all spheres of life, and engage them in such a way they can be able to be productive. And at Summit University, we are moving from the regular mode of teaching, the regular mode of academics. We're moving into the world of STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, artificial intelligence, and mathematics. So engagement, as you have it on your slide, it's a priority towards learning, as this gives room for interactivity and constant learning. At Summit University, we don't feed students with just the theoretical knowledge, but rather we ensure that it's a type of knowledge where you can interact not only with your lecturers, you can interact amongst yourselves, you can brainstorm just to come up with the best of ideas. And this does one magic, and that is the area of preparing you for the market, preparing you for the marketplace and preparing you for things you need to know. So the more you are engaged as students, the more you learn and the more you achieve. And there are ways at which we get to do this at Summit University. One way we do this is to ensure we put in some of those media content to use. And that way students can be more engaged. That way students can get to do things they need to do as fast as possible and have a deeper understanding of what they're doing. And the next slide here, it's using communication and media technology for student engagement itself. What are the things we're looking at? The first here is we are at Summit University. We're trying. We are not just trying. We are looking. We are moving, advancing towards a stage whereby our students can not only submit assignments using their paperwork only, but rather they submit assignment as blogs, they submit assignment as podcasts, they submit assignment as videos. So these are the things we all look at. We look out for at Summit University. Like I said, we are advancing the mode of education in Nigeria. The next one is a classroom on the other side of the world. And the next, you have gamify skills like problem solving. And the next one is creating infographics to explain complicated topics. And then we have record and playback reading. The next is interactive attendance. And the last one is monetize your content. And this is where the area of communication and media technology comes in place. And all of these areas, we can see here that for you to be able to achieve any of this, you actually need the media. As small as your laptop is, as small as your mobile phone is, as small as your blog, your podcast, or your videos are, we 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 can actually make use of all of this, considering the fact that we need to what content produce some of our media content, which are the things at Summit University. Can move time. Thank you very much. And this is a nurturing mind through sight and sound. Nurturing minds through sight and sound. And we'll be looking at how do we intend to nurture minds at Summit University, making use of media towards student development. The first year we'll be looking at what we have at Summit University that students can actually tap into in the production of their blogs, the production of their podcast, production of their video content for assignment purpose and for development purpose. And this is what we're talking about TV, which is practically on YouTube for now. Hopefully, we'll be working more on content, and the content that will be coming from our students as well. After they must have been developed, of course, we'll equally upload some of the content on our YouTube channel if they meet up to our standard. But at Summit University, we'll train you through all of these ropes so as to have a deeper knowledge of what you're expected to do. So at Suno Radio, we have quite a lot of programs at Suno TV. You can check us up on YouTube presently. We have quite a lot of interesting and academic content, and we call it spiritual content that can help students' life. Next, please. Now, what we have here is a Suno Media House, and I want you to see a brief clip of this so as to know what is expected of us as students of Summit University. It is a house that encapsulates the radio studio, the television studio, the public relations and adverts, and photojournalism. You can come into the studio anytime, create your podcast, create your blogs, and create some of your video content. We're just not a phone call away, or rather, we're just a few steps away from your department. Please, the video, please. All right, thank you very much. At Summit University, we've actually simplified communication. And how did we get to do this? We've been able to simplify it by ensuring that our students get to develop using some of our content. Aside from some of our content, turning most of our students into content creators at the end of the day. So the mass communication, like I said, is just a few steps away. When it comes to our content, this is a typical example of content that are actually produced by students of Summit University. Meaning we are not just doing this today, it's something we've been doing, and it is something we are looking forward to when we have you as students of Summit University. Walk through the line of this development so as to become your own content creator, monetize it, and equally use it for self-development. So please, you can play the video, please.
all my education in my cement, going to school every day. I wish one day access quality education. Every time I walk, it is scorching heat, wasting away my time just to meet my daily needs. Every time I see my mate walk past me, assessing quality education comes to my mind, or I don't have any needs. I am an indigent student. I am an indigent student. I am an indigent student. Be a part of a life-changing event. Bridge Summit India contributes to the 150 million naira scholarship for youth at Summit University today and be a part of Summit success story. Summit University for Kwara State, Nigeria, reaching the summit.
All right, as you can see, that is our content at Summit University. Summit University of Kwara State, Nigeria. We're not just looking forward to it, we are reaching the summit. And we want you to join us at Summit University. Tell your friends, your family members that are still looking forward to admission to join us at Summit University so as to learn the ropes early enough in life. And the next one we're looking at is our pride. The stage play Akoko was at the presentation for last week where a student of mass communication was actually talking about it and looking forward to be part of the next people to part of the next cast in our next production. And Koko is actually, like I said, the theme of this presentation is media and communication technology for student development. At Summit University, we don't, like I said from the onset, we don't limit students to the theoretical knowledge only, but rather we put them through the test over time. So that by the time they are done or graduate as students of Summit University, they are industry ready. Not just all of the fact that they are industry ready, they are not job seekers, but rather they are job creators at the end of the day. So Akoko is a stage play, is actually a continuous assessment of 40 marks. And I could tell you it was quite a good sight to see. It was quite a sight to see. It was quite a scene to see. It was quite a lovely production at the end of the day, and received the required accolades from students and staff and the management of Summit University. So this is actually a pride and quite a lot of content we've been able to produce. And when you look at this, quite a lot of them are not all of them are even students of Summit University, meaning it is we are not bringing people outside there or the major cast aside there to come and do this production for us, but rather we train our students so as to become what we expect them to become, be the flag carrier of Summit University that can make us proud in the future and in the world of media and communication technology. Next, please. And this is an excerpt from Akoko itself. For those that might be wondering, did this stage place actually took place? Yes, it did. And this is just a brief from our excerpt. You can play the excerpt, please. All right, that is it on the excerpts. And the young man you saw there is a student of mass communication department and already on his way to 400 level. Same thing with the Olori that we have is equally a student of mass communication department 300 level on our way to 400 level. And I can categorically tell you quite a lot of them are fit for the industry. Quite a lot of them are content creators as I speak, and they're equally making use of the media and communication technology for their own self development. Now, let us look at some of those things we mentioned, and that is the next one, the next slide, please. And that is the area of submitting your assignment as blogs, podcasts, and videos. At Summit University, we won't just only be asking you as a student to put your pen into parts only for your assignments, but rather want a situation where you can put some of these assignments as blogs, you can put them as podcasts and videos. Now, some people might feel this is stressful, but I can tell you it is not, simply because submitting your assignment as blogs, as podcasts, and videos will actually give you a deeper understanding of what the assignment is all about. It allows you to be able to dig deep, allows you to be able to find the missing gap as regards at your assignment, and at the same time, it gives you a deeper knowledge and deeper understanding of the assignment. At the end of the day, it sticks to you, it sticks with you, and then it's something that you always count as your experience. And we'll get to the area where we can actually monetize some of this content, meaning you can become content creators even before you leave the four walls of Summit University. The next one, please. Now, the classroom on the other side of the world. At Summit University, again, we're not just looking forward to it. Some of our lecturers already have their content online. Even if you don't get to attend a class due to one or two reasons, genuine reason to be precise, you can attend your class on the other side of the world. You can have your Google Meet class. You can have your class on YouTube. You can have your class on Google Classroom, which I believe the HOD, the coordinator of computer science, is taking care of how to make use of Google Classroom. When we've been able to simplify, we're working with education in the 21st century. We're not a university that is still living in the background, but rather we are in the forefront of what academics should be all about. So Classroom on the other side helps quite a lot of students to learn better. It helps quite a lot of students to become more concerned as regards what to look forward to next. Meaning, we are not limiting you. We are ready to expose you to all of the content you should know of even before you have access to your classrooms. The next one. And that is gamify skills like problem solving. We gamify skills like problem solving. At Summit University, there is always reward, and there's what is referred to as punishment. And that is when you are given assignment and you're expected to submit the assignment on time. And when you're given assignments, we try as much as possible to gamify this. And how do we gamify this? We put students into what in advertisement we call it big agencies. We put students into subgroups, and then in between those groups, you have your group leader that gets to see to the affairs of that group and ensure they submit the assignment when expected. So the group with the best of assignment is rewarded at the end of the day. And one of the ways to reward them is to ensure such assignment, if it's either on podcast, videos, or blogs, we ensure we upload them for them and have the required views it is expected to have in the world out there. First, putting Summit University in the limelight. And when doing the aspect of the punishment, of course, you have your marks deducted. At the end of the day, deduct your marks, and then you know the meaning of this and what leads to this, whether reward or success, whether reward or punishment. It is the reason why we're gamifying skills like problem solving and Summit University is to give you that spirit, enshrine that spirit of teamwork in you as students. Meaning we don't expect any student to work alone. We are not Liverpool fans at Summit University. We expect you all to work together as a team so as to get to that milestone you all look forward to. Next. And that is create infographics to explain content. At Summit University, you've been able to see the slide from the beginning towards we are still at the mid stage. You will notice the use of infographics, and that means infographics helps to explain concepts better. It helps to drive home your point without you having to say much. Your students or your audience out there already knows what you're saying, and that is the use of infographics. So Summit University will call to put you through this. Not only at mass communication department, you're free to walk into the department of mass com, well equipped, fully equipped. We equally have our own computer lab where you can learn some of those things in no time. In the space of 3 months, you can learn how to make use of infographics so as to be able to drive home your point. You don't have to talk too much. What I'm doing right now is just to speak to the slide. I don't have my slides as PowerPoint, as Power Note, but rather I have them as PowerPoint. And when you use this, it show and you speak when you make use of infographics and then you present, it shows you have a deeper understanding of what you're presenting. You have a deeper understanding of what you're giving out there. You have a deeper understanding of what you want to sell to your audience. So these are the things we prepare our students for. Next. And that is record and playback reading. At Summit University, once again, we look forward to building our students to become content creators in the area of audio. And quite a lot of these audio are equally available in our library, which is headed by Mr. Ayo Salami. You can walk into the library and then have audiobooks of some of our classes, have audiobooks of some of our content. That way you can be prepared ahead of the class. A situation whereby before the lecturer comes in class, you have 70% of what you expected to know. You're well prepared, and all the remaining 30% is about you not only asking questions, but rather looking forward to having deeper, deeper understanding of what you've been able to listen to and what you've been able to read. So at Summit University, you can come to the studio, listen to some of those playbacks, listen to some of those recordings that are actually your class content. The next one, and that is the last one, which is monetizing your content. After you must have gone through all of those things, what is expected of you to do? How do you make money from these? And believe this is one of the driving force for every student. We want to study, and at the same time, we want to work. One of the ways we can get to do this for you at Summit University is to monetize this content for you. As a student of microbiology, as a student of computer science, student of mass communication, political science, and all the departments that are available at Summit University, we can help you monetize some of this content, put it on our YouTube channel, and whatever gain or profit you're making from it, based on the number of views your content is able to have, then we can give you this money in cash, or we can equally give it to you in kind by way of rewarding you for such excellence in the area of the content you've been able to make. And like I said, it's about monetizing this content, and it goes along with there are actually terms and conditions that are actually applied. You will just don't submit content to us at Summit University, and they will give you a token. No, there is terms and condition applied to it, depending on the content itself, depending on what you're creating, depending on what you're selling, and how beneficial some of this content are. So we are using the same communication and media technology to develop our students. And by the time you're done, I can bet it with you that you're already content creators. You're already creating jobs for yourself. You're not just only creating classroom work only. At Summit University, the Department of Mass Comm and other departments, Department of Mass Comm only houses some of this media aspect of it, and the media technology and how to make use of it. That is what we train you for. And how do you deploy this to your own discipline? That is what we actually train you for, again at Summit University. So it is a university that is not only monopolizing each department, but rather we do what is known as cross-cutting. A student of community science working with mass communication students so as to be able to come up with a good content, a student of microbiology working with that, a student of biochemistry so as to come up with a particular content at the end of the day that can be of benefit not only to the student, but rather to the staff, the management, and equally to yourself and your discipline. At Summit University, I can tell you by the time you work with us on this road of monetizing your content or building your media and communication technology skills, your LinkedIn profile must have been well filled to the point you are not the one looking out for job, but rather your entrepreneurs, your companies out there are already looking out for you to graduate or even get your job at Summit University even before you go for your NYSC. The next slide, please. So this is where I'll be stopping for today's edition on our orientation week at Summit University. I must say thank you very much to my able chairman, Mr. Ibrahim Salau. I must say a very big thank you to the Vice Chancellor of Summit University for giving us this wonderful opportunity, opening our eyes to the new ways of doing things, opening the walls, the walls of development and capacity building at Summit University, and that is in the person of Professor Abiodun Musa Ibinu. You are an enigma. I call him Professor Abiodun Musa Ibinu, the sage, meaning the man with the latest content, the man that is ready to drive the force of Summit University to the world out there. We at Summit University, we are going places. We are already going places. The world is already aligning with us. We are equally aligning with the world, but everybody is already following our footsteps, not only at Kwara State only, but not only at Nigeria, not only Nigerian only, but already we are at the global scale competing for the market share. Thank you very much for your time. I'm looking forward to students of mass communication, political science, biochemistry, microbiology, and students from other departments to flock the Department of Summit University and equally the mass communication studio. Make best use of some of this equipment, and I can bet you the sky is not only your limit, the sky is your stepping stone. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim Salau. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf Ajani SHOLOLA, the utility staff. We really appreciate your presence here. And let me just ask you on behalf of on students in the natural and applied sciences. Of course, there are some people that probably because of their course of choice may not necessarily primarily domiciled in your department, but then they have so much interest in content creation, also videography, cinematography, photography, and the likes. Instead, do you have like any plans for these people also? Do you have like a club or an association that they may just tap in their like short courses that they can just learn one or two basic skills from?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian, for that question. I must take it from this angle. At Summit University, we don't limit anyone irrespective of their department. Microbiology, biochemistry, anybody can be a content creator. Some of those projects you engage in, uh, we don't want them to be at the background. We don't want a situation where students finish or make a new discovery and then we only leave it in the four walls of the institution. At Mass Communication Studio, we are ready to help you put this content out there, meaning you feel free to come to the studio. We can help develop some of this content. We've been able to move beyond just only saying we can only create content for mass comm students, create content for political science students only. No, we can equally delve into what is known as specialized content creation. And that is for students that are not domiciled, that their discipline doesn't domicile in the Department of Mass Comm or can come into the Mass Communication Studio. Presently, myself and my colleague, and I must say categorically in person of Mr. Taiwo Ogundeyi, we're already working towards having a club for content creation club at Summit University. That way we can engage students in this area of content creation and come any type of content, name any type of content. All we need from you is just your proposal. All we need from you is just your idea. And at Summit University Studio, we can help bring that idea into life. And I must add this, we don't deal with just only mass communication only. We've been able to move beyond that. We deal with cinematography, we deal with stage play as well, trying to revive it. We deal with graphics, we deal with choreography draw creation, we deal with quite a lot of programs as well that has to do with the media world. It's not just only content creation, voiceover artists. We train you over time. We expect you coming in fresh, and I can tell you by the time you're going out there, the world will look for you. Thank you very much.
الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحان